Hello everyone, in this video you're gonna learn how to make a multi-layer design and another way of doing it which is quicker and easier. And let's start with the basic, the regular way everyone does it. I'll have a link to download this design that I created so you can follow along. Just follow the link below in the description. First, I'll ungroup that, and since it's all color here, the same color, I'm gonna attach and attach. This is the regular way where you cut out two different layers and then you iron on them separately. And this way I'm gonna detach and detach, and I'm just gonna go and do the cut. So as you can see, it's not attached together where it's positioned correctly, but that is the whole point. This way you can actually use all the scraps and minimize the usage of your vinyl. I can just turn them around like that. I'll just do it quickly. You can make it more accurate and save more space or more vinyl. As you can see, I just reduced the usage of the vinyl into a 2 by 3 inches. I'm going to do the same for this. And go ahead and continue cutting. On this part, this is where the important part is. So at this point, you want to add your custom material, and if you haven't seen this before, you should follow this closely. First, you want to click browse all materials, and right here you see this material setting. Click on that, and then you're gonna have to scroll all the way to the bottom. See this button here, add new material, and today we're going to use Sizer EasyWeed HTV. So this is the setting that you want. Just put the name, you can name it your way too, something that's easier to remember. And instead of doing that, I'm gonna put cut through, save, and this is your setting that you can change. There are multiple settings. For this specific vinyl, I'm gonna set it to 300, and that's it. Click save. Okay, now we want to go back to browse material. I'm gonna search, and that's it. Select that. So now we're gonna start cutting this, and when it's done cutting, it will be in multiple pieces that are completely cut through. So this is what it looks like after it's cut. sometimes the pieces may stick to the vinyl, so you can just simply pluck it out. I like to use the pointy tweezers so you can grab them like that without damaging them. Okay, so for this one, all the pieces are here, and I printed out and laminated because I'm reusing it. I'll also put the link below so you can print it out yourself. And this is a piece of contact paper from Cricut. You can use the one from dollar store, it works too. The sticky side up, you want to put it something like this. Okay, put a piece of tape. Just keep this piece for now, because if you don't use it right away, you can put it back on to cover the adhesive so it doesn't get sticky everywhere. Okay, now you want to put the scraps, assemble them together. I'm going to start with this piece because it's easier to identify where this is. The plastic side at the bottom. This is the side that you would press against your shirt. So the good thing about this is that let's say you put it wrong, you can still peel it back off. And if you do like the multi-layer iron-on, if you did it wrong, then there's no saving. See, you don't have to be perfect, but I'm gonna try to match it up perfectly so that it's easier. See, let's say I make a mistake, I can peel it off. And try again. It doesn't have to match perfectly. Use this side. don't lose the little pieces. Because I started out not straight on, got a little crooked, so I end up having a crooked top here, like doesn't match with the background, but that's fine, it doesn't need to. This one will be sometimes easier to use a tweezer to pick the little pieces off. Trying to get this here. Like this is so tiny. Okay, all done. Now I can just take the tape off of the adhesive. And put the backing back on for now. There you go. It's assembled. See how it's crooked here? I can fix that. This is why if you do the layering and iron on one layer at a time and it's crooked, it's not, you cannot fix it anymore. This one you can fix it. Just take it off. It's a little high. I'm not working on a table, so it's difficult for me to lay everything out precisely. I'm on the floor right now. better. This is what I mean by I need to pair up tweezer for small pieces. There, all done. Okay, now we go to pressing onesie with the tie that we made. These are cut in 2 layers. So you press them on one at a time. And this is the one that I assemble with small pieces that are cut right through separately and put on the contact paper. Let's go with these first. So the onesie already lint rolled it. The temperature is 295 degrees Fahrenheit and I set it for 15 seconds. Now I'm just preheating it. Okay, that should be approximately center. That's the first layer. Next we're gonna try to line up the second one. Just fanning it so that I can peel it. Notice the gold one, it went into the fiber more than the black one. So I'm going to press it one more time. Remember to use your Teflon sheet, or if you don't have the Teflon sheet, you can use the butcher paper or parchment paper, so your vinyl doesn't get a direct contact with the plate. That's it, it's all done. This is press twice, one layer at a time. Preheat. Then this one. So it's already in one piece, so you just now just line it up. And since it's the contact paper, so I'm not sure if you can just press right on top of it. It's safer just to put the Teflon sheet on top. Press. Just cooling it down. That's the contact paper, it peels right off. Now remember that we have the plastic still on top of the vinyl, and they're pretty easy to peel it off too. So you just need to go like that, find the edge, and just peel it off. There, all of them are peeled off. I'll put it back in there. And press one more time. Cooling it down. Notice how this is much more tight, because when I place them together, I try to make it as precise as possible, so there's no gap in between. For this one, it's quite difficult to actually close up the gap, because any slight change or even this get stretched a tiny bit during any of the steps, you're gonna get gaps in between. But they both work out. There's a difference though. They're side by side. So when should you do the cut through method so that you can assemble all the pieces together into one before you press it? An example would be something like this. You see how many layers, different pieces. Imagine you have to press one layer at a time. See, this one I assemble them and press it all at once. I normally use between 290 to 300 degrees Fahrenheit and press for 15 seconds. And then once I peel everything off, I'll press it again to seal it and to make the vinyl to go deeper into the fiber so that it doesn't come back out. If you look closely, you can see the vinyl is not smooth like before. Kind of see the fiber coming through right there. That's it.